So let's take a look at this question on density and the calculation of density. So the mass of a piece of limestone was 155 grams. The volume of the piece of limestone was 62 centimeters cubed. Calculate the density of the piece of limestone, and they've told us the equation here, density equals mass over volume. So again, as you may have seen previously, anytime you're given the equation in the question, it's usually 2 marks. If they haven't given the equation in the question, it's 3. So as you can see here, as a result of that, it is 2 marks. So let's have a look at how we calculate it. So we need to highlight the pieces of information that we know in the question and what we're trying to find out. So firstly, the mass of the limestone is 155 grams. So we've given the mass, I'll give that a tick. The volume of the piece of limestone was 62 centimeters cubed. So volume, I'll give that a tick. So it says calculate the density. So that's what we want to find. So I'll put my question mark there. So we have mass and volume, we can simply directly substitute into this equation. So if I put the symbol for density, rho, equals our mass, which is 155 grams, divided by the volume, which is 62 centimeters cubed. I can check if this is the right units by looking at what's given and the answer here, and it's grams per centimeters cubed. And you can see the mass is in grams, the volume is in centimeters cubed, so we do have the right units anyway. So I can keep these numbers as they are. 155 divided by 62 gives you 2.5 grams per centimeter cubed. So that's the calculation. Now we go on to the next question. It says density can be measured in grams per centimeters cubed, as obviously we've just seen. What is another unit for density? And it says to tick one of the boxes. So the easy way to do this is to look at what the equation is again. Density is mass over volume. So I'm just going to put that here again. Rho equals m over v in its symbol form. We have the equation, and now we want to see what units will apply correctly to that. So we know it's got to be mass on the left here. Everything has a slash in it. You can see from each one, centimeters per gram cubed, kilograms per meter cubed, kilogram cubed per meter, and kilograms cubed per centimeter. So each of those have a slash for per, over. So we know it's over volume. So easily I can look at that side and say over volume it's got to be grams cubed. Grams is a measure of mass. That's incorrect. So I'll put a cross here. Per meter cubed is correct. So that's a valid option. The third one is kilograms per meter. Meter isn't a measure of volume, it's a measure of distance. And then the last one, per centimeter, again is a measure of distance. So the answer is going to be kilograms per meter cubed. I can double check this by looking at the first half before the slash. So it says measure in mass. Centimeters for the first one, that's a measure of length, that's not right. Kilograms is correct. And then the other two, kilograms cubed. We don't measure mass in kilograms cubed, it's just kilograms. So we can confirm that the answer we've selected is correct.